My whole thing is going to be do art, because why not? Link. Bet you didn't know I've been doing a podcast for 10 years. Much better. I'm just talking about myself again. First of all, thanks to everybody who has been watching our content the last couple of days. Good Clean Quarantine just kind of happened out of necessity and maybe a little bit of boredom, but we're dedicated and always have been to just making content, and this is what we're doing. It seems like everybody really enjoys Natalie's cooking a lot more than they like me walking around and breathing heavy. I was trying to give points about making better live videos and how quality isn't important to me, and I just ended up sounding like a heavy breathing old man. I'm old. Speaking of which, being old, we this month, last week really, celebrated our 11th anniversary of goodcleanfunlife.com. 11 years ago, we headed out to the Ocean City St. Patrick's Day parade and took pictures of people having fun. Good times. I will say this, and one of the things that Natalie and I have been talking about a lot recently is that when we started Good Clean Fun 11 years ago, it was actually born out of the darkness. It was a very troubling time for us personally and financially, and a lot of people were getting laid off. It was the housing debacle of 2008. I was in construction at that time. I actually had my own construction business.
Oh, you think darkness is your ally? I was born in it.
We survived through that as a business, but Natalie and I had started this blog idea to just show people in a positive light and bring some positivity back then when ourselves and a lot of friends were having a tough time. So it just kind of seems like we're right now getting back to the roots of what we were doing. So thank you for everybody who has been with us along the way and everybody who has discovered us. And then 6 years ago when we started doing it as a full-time profession, both making websites and marketing consulting, as well as media production. Thank you to all of our clients who have been sticking with us. 90% are bars and restaurants. The other 10% are nonprofits that do outdoor concerts and...
You're talking media production.
Oh, I am. I'm just talking about myself again.
You are.
Well, this happens. It will probably be much more liked and watched and commented on.
Well, then stop babbling.
We've been doing it for 11 years. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The idea for this little diatribe right here is to encourage everybody to do something creative. For the obvious reasons that it is good for your mind, the obvious reason that you have a lot of time on your hands right now, and the maybe not so obvious reason that you never know what it might lead to. Lesson being, 11 years ago, I never thought that starting a silly blog site to show pictures of people at the tavern at punk shows would turn into...
That makes me so sad.
would turn into what it has turned into, and I'm so grateful for that opportunity. So do it. Go out, start a podcast. It's really not that hard. You can do it with a phone, a free program called Audacity to edit and normalize, and then sign up for a RSS feed on Libsyn.com. To get to the point, Natalie's telling me to wrap up. There's a lot of our artist friends who are out there and they're doing live concerts from their couch, and it's awesome. Definitely support them, definitely watch them. Definitely go to their Venmo and leave them a tip, or PayPal or whatever, Patreon. I think everybody should be starting one of those. I think we're going to start one, because why not? My only ask is that you check out our website and think about going over to our YouTube page and think about subscribing, getting notifications, commenting, sharing. That's where we're going to be focusing a lot of our attention, and it would really mean a lot. Go follow everybody's creators' YouTube page. Follow my podcast that I've been doing for 10 years, me and Tony Russo. It's called Day Drinking on Delmarva. It's It's great. Be good, do good, and we'll see you next time.
All right, so what was all that you just filmed?
At that time, I actually had my own construction business. Shout out to Jeb, my partner back in those days.